Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Fashion Experiment. It's Dr. Bridget, your professor of all things fashion. And I'm back today with key items for Design Wise. So, in my last video, I shared the major theme of Design Wise. It is a different way of thinking about how to dress, and it's all about making intentional choices that support sustainability. So, any decisions you make about garments, accessories, shoes, even makeup and jewelry, all those things that relate to how we dress ourselves and adorn ourselves. Making choices that support the overall health of our environment, our earth, and the people who are involved in producing the garments. All right, so that's what it's about. And it's important to know, even if it is not something that you're interested in, it's important to know that this is where fashion is headed as an industry overall to become more sustainable. So, as far as key items, the clothing, while you're here, it's all focused on taking classic garment styles and focusing on the design details and the overall impact of the garment, making it more functional, more useful, so that it could have a longer life for the consumer. You know, if you see more use in it, then you'll keep it and use it for longer. So that's what it's all about. And also, in regards to textiles, fabric, how fabrics are made using more sustainable techniques and making more durable fibers also is going to show up just on one slide. So just overall intention, being more intentional. And that's what I said. And then here I highlight that one of the underlying theme for all the major themes that you're going to see, all the ideas that I present, is still comfort. Consumers are still seeking comfort in everything. So regardless of if they've made a decision to be more intentional about their purchases and seeking, to live in a more sustainable environment and doing their part to make that happen, or if they're seeking solace from the first major theme that I presented, um, in their clothing, in their wardrobe choices, regardless of what they're after, it's always going to show up as seeking comfort, like everywhere, and it's everywhere for spring summer. Just like we saw it in fall winter, but that is everything, comfort in every style, every look. I also highlight the consumer shift here, where more and more people are opting for a universal wardrobe. It's just a shift that is happening, that we see, and this underlying idea of comfort is really driving it. Um, they don't Consumers here do not want to compromise. It's like I should be able to look fabulous, look great wherever I have to exist, wherever my life takes me. And I should be able to find a wardrobe that meets that need, is the thinking of consumers. And that's what we're getting. You're going to have comfort in your party wear, you're going to have comfort in your work wear, comfort in your evening wear, comfort across the board everywhere you go. All right. So that's a big, a big idea that's really relevant and really shows up here in Design Wise. So the first key item is the business casual trouser. I also want to say that in preparing the key items, the main focus was on work, leisure, workwear, everyday workwear, and that was really what Design Wise highlighted. Is again many different ideas that I presented in my previous video. But when I went to prepare the key items to really dig into what the look is for this theme, it really focused on workwear. Okay, so I just want to share that and the leisure that Design Wise wants to promote and connect that idea to consumers. being more sustainable is what it is. Yeah. So again, it's not for everyone. And design wise is really about building up your classics. So you're not going to get a super, super trendy vibe here, but it's very sleek, it's very modern and clean. And that is a look for many people. For many people. The Artful drape top really speaks to the functionality and versatility that is another idea, which I shared in the previous video, about making garments that are functional, making garments that provide more use. And that's what this speaks to. It's a drape top that can be worn multiple ways. Okay, you get the side tie on the knot, you have the fullness in the drape, and again, you could do it off the shoulder. You can style it up or down, casual with leggings, style it with the skirt, style it with the trousers. Like, it is a very useful garment that can support a consumer from season to season. And that, again, is the major idea, one of the major ideas that are promoted for Design Wise to build sustainability. Okay, without compromising your style. This is the slide that speaks to textiles and fabrics, and it's here just to, promote the understanding that sustainability happens before you get to the finished product. It begins with the main ingredient of our garment, which is the fabric. So using upcycled or reusing old fibers, in a new way is what this speaks to. And I also included the new prep check pattern, just as a taste of what's to come. It's lots of old or classic patterns and prints and graphics that are just being reinvented that we're going to see in spring 23. And it also flows from the prep look, the academic look that was popular in fall winter. Okay, the next key item is the sweater wear set, what they're calling the sweater set. So let me say, sets were trending in fall, and they're here again in spring, summer. I saw so many sets. It was a whole look by itself. So sets are popular now, and they're going to be even more popular in spring, summer. And this also speaks to versatility and utility. You buy the matching set, of course, you're going to wear it together, but again, they're solid pieces that can stand alone. So you can take the set apart and pair each piece with something else to prolong the life of the garment. Next is the bleisure dress. So I talked about leisure and pleasure as an idea associated with Design Wise. I'm promoting the idea that Design Wise doesn't mean you have to be bland and plain. You could be feminine and sexy, and accentuate your body and be stylish. And that's what bleisure speaks to. Business leisure, okay? Business to pleasure. Okay, it's just, how they just want to create new terms, new words, the 9 to 5, take you from the office to the happy hour type of thing. That's what this speaks to. So you can go from your work leisure environment onto your pleasure environment, whatever that is for you in this look. That's what this speaks to. All right. And again, the whole idea of highlighting femininity is a key idea for spring, summer 23 that we're going to continue to see in women's wear. All right. And then next is the the tailored suit. Oh, excuse me, I'm getting tongue-tied. My tailored suit. Convertible tailored suit. So my convertible tailored suit is similar to the idea of the convertible tailored suit is similar to the idea of the Artful top, where you're getting a classic garment style, but with more utility, more function. Yeah, and that's what it is. Like just making it, putting a twist on it. Most people who work in a white collar environment wear suits. You wear blazers, dress slacks, matching pieces, suit. So how can we enhance it in a way that would give it more life, longer life? Um, yeah, that's what it speaks to. And then in the description here, it talks about the the fibers that are used. And this is just the last sentence, introducing unexpected properties such as self-cleaning, hypertactility achieved through microtexture. So just focusing on enhancing the fibers, okay, that are used to create the fabric that's used to create the garment. If you enhance the fibers, that will also support a longer life for the garment. And then the lightweight trench, another garment style that we've seen, classic garment style that's associated with workwear, very structured, and it's in lighter weight fabrications that promotes more comfort and also promotes more versatility. You could wear it with your bleisure dress, out for the night after work. It's like all these ideas that are not necessarily new ideas, but we're interpreting them in a different way, for a different world that we live in. And it's all about putting people at ease in their clothing, but also doing it in a way that's not harming other people or harming the environment or the earth. All right, so this is it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will be back again with more, and check out other videos on my channel. Bye, everyone.